They can't have actually killed Nancy.
Not the prime time, bitch!
Hey everyone!
Hi.
This is Grave Cinema here again, bringing you another reaction video. Can you guess what we're doing?
I bet you they can't.
I bet you they can't either. Yes.
No, come on now. We should give our audience a little more credit than that.
Yes. We're doing a Christmas movie.
Obviously. Red and green.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the way around.
No.
And it's obviously a classy Christmas movie because of the fedora.
Yes, classy. Now you know what we're doing. Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
So,
Dream Warriors.
That note. I texted you this morning that I would tell you about how I woke up today.
Oh, how did you wake up today?
So, you know when you told me about this, what I said was going to need to happen
What?
to get through this week? That I should not be sleeping alone.
Uh-huh.
That was a mistake. I thought last night I'd try and be brave. That was a mistake.
Yeah, we just did part 2.
We did part 2 yesterday. And, so this morning, at about 7, so I knew you weren't awake yet, I heard a noise of something pushing on my door. It startled me, so I'm like, okay, well, it's either Colin. No, Colin's not moving. Is it the dog? No. Oh, well, it could be the dog. All right. Roll over, go back to sleep. About 20 minutes of very light, like that light sleep, like when you're just under, but you're not really asleep. I swear to God, about 20 minutes later, I heard a deep-ass voice say, hello.
Hello.
Like that. But I knew it wasn't you because I hadn't heard movement from your room. I wouldn't have been able to hear that from your room with both of our doors closed. My door has to be closed because of the dog. Yours was just closed because I heard you close it last night.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Needless to say, I sat bolt upright in bed.
So Freddy's coming for you now?
Apparently. It's not okay.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
And I mean, like, I did have a nightmare last night, but it wasn't Freddy related, it was just fucking freaky, you know? I don't even remember what happened. And then that happened. I'm like, nope. Nope, that's a big fat wad of I'm just gonna tease you and I'm coming later. Yeah, no.
So as you can see, Freddy is affecting her.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
Yes. So we've done 1 and 2, and now it's time for part 3.
Now it's
This is a
time.
big fan favorite. It's well regarded.
That's great. I'm so happy it's well regarded and a fan favorite. However, this is the movie that when I was about 10 years old terrified the ever-living daylights out of me.
Uh-huh. But you didn't watch all of it, just parts of it, right?
Yes, parts of it, not the whole way
Yes.
through, because my mom walked in and she's like, no, go! Out of the room. The very, very smart. Thanks, Mom. You're never gonna watch this, but thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
I couldn't walk by myself in the dark for 2 years. It was bad. You should have seen me when we went to Field of Screams. Did you know that they have an attraction called the Den of Darkness?
Oh, very nice.
Do you know why dark fucking attractions has to do with that? And Freddy Krueger. So there we go.
Fun. Well, now we get to watch more Freddy.
Yay!
And you
Shoot
get to
me.
watch the whole film. Okay.
Say goodbye to your right arm.
Yep, yes.
Because it's mine now.
Probably. So I don't want to waste too much more time. I want to get it right into this, and I want the people to know what we're going to be watching and how we're going to be reacting.
Yes.
Okay?
It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be horrible. Well, let's see. All right.
Do it anyway.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, Dream Warriors! From New Line Cinema, the house that Freddy built. Sleep, those little slices of death. How I love them. That starts our Nightmare series of quotes before the movies. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
And tell that's the 80s. Oh, hey, look. It's Nancy. Patricia Arquette. Any relation to David Arquette?
Yes,
There's a fly there.
it's Jeff Goldblum. He's back again. It's been a while.
Oh, we're doing some paper mache.
And Robert Englund as Freddy. Krueger.
Well, she's already having affections. That's instant coffee, and you just ate it? Baby doll.
She needs it strong. Screenplay by Wes Craven, story by Wes Craven.
Neighborhood. I'm tired. Kristen, don't start with me. You know what Shreddy said.
I'm still having those awful dreams.
She looks familiar.
She was in Holes. I think the show Medium, if I'm not
Who is
wrong.
she in Holes?
Kissing Kate Barlow.
Ah! Okay. She's young here. I could not age her in my brain.
Yes, she is young. This is 87.
What did she create?
A little house. And we hear the theme. It's one thing I forgot to mention about the last film. They didn't have like the nightmare theme in that one, since it was a new score by
That's
Christopher Young.
Nancy's house.
It is.
She made Nancy's house?
Wait, little girl, don't go in there!
You alright?
No. She's going into the basement.
Just started.
She's going into the basement of Nancy's house after a little girl. This cannot end well. It's a horror movie. What do you think? It's gonna be Sunshine and Daisies?
Yeah.
Not a Freddy movie. At the very least, it's gonna be fire and slashy things.
Cool.
The fire, yes.
This is where it takes us. Freddy's home.
I applaud you for trying to save that
Put me down, you're hurting.
It's a skeleton.
It's great.
She's awake.
Mm-hmm.
She's safe.
Mm-hmm.
You can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You can breathe.
She's not awake.
Think it's a double fake out?
Yep. See?
Kristen!
Two more teenage deaths have occurred, both suicides. County health officials are...
Hey, Morpheus.
I'd like a little cheery news to start the day. I read the report on the new staff member.
She's been doing groundbreaking research on pattern nightmares.
I don't want some hot shot.
The hot shot's Nancy.
So she can get published.
You think?
Yes. I couldn't be prouder.
She was fine until we tried to sedate her.
We want to help you. I'm not going to hurt you. I want to help you.
Stop trying to sedate her.
5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7. Never sleep again.
It's Nancy.
Where did you learn that rhyme?
They're all severely sleep disordered. They seem to share a group delusion, a boogeyman. They're so traumatized that they'll do almost anything not to sleep.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What was that nursery rhyme all about?
Something that the kids say to keep the boogeyman away.
It's not. You're lying.
This is Philip. We call him the Walker. Because I sleepwalk. Perfectly normal event.
Well, thank you. See you later, Joey.
Dude, you're a teenager. She's out of your league.
Doesn't mean you can't have fantasies.
Kristen act-
She's gonna see her house.
You alright? Hypnocell. Suppression of night terror.
Dreamless sleep.
It's melting.
That's an interesting effect.
It's a great thing about practical. Leaves you with that wanting to know how they did something and not just saying, oh, it's just CGI. She's in the house again. Nom nom nom.
Oh my God. I used to live in this house. Man of my dreams. He's real, isn't he? He's real.
I'm gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
Because I'm going through some very strange shit.
Your dreams.
The fact that we all dreamt about this guy before we ever met doesn't seem to impress anybody.
Moral conflicts and overt sexuality.
Oh, great. And that's my dick that's killing me.
Every time we get a good game going, it's always lights out.
Oh, he's gonna die next.
Or keep your eyes open and one whimper and you wake me up. Okay?
You want me to prescribe an experimental psychoactive drug? You have no business taking it yourself.
I used to be like them, Neil.
I'm sorry, Nancy. The answer is no.
Nothing's happening yet.
That's really cool claymation.
It's a little Freddy puppet. It's okay.
No, no.
Pretty creative effect though.
Fella, wake up. A nice stroll, asshole.
Oh shit! What's he doing? Get out!
Trying to save him. That was the one that always got you when you were young.
I want us to talk about what happened last night. I want us to all get our feelings out in the open.
What does he want? Just turn us against each other so we'll be weak, easy prey.
Philip's death was a sleepwalking accident, nothing more.
How did he walk through a locked door?
I could see him up there.
That's a good question.
He was wide awake.
It was murder. Can't you understand that? That bastard murdered him. From now on, your doors will be locked during sleeping hours.
You just bought yourself a night in the quiet room, mister. Now sit down. Fuck you.
He'll put you in the quiet room.
I don't want to go to sleep. Ain't nobody gonna talk me to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep.
Get sedation tonight, starting with him.
Oh, you can't. They'll be defenseless against their dreams.
Elizabeth, I'm prescribing Hypnocil. It's a dream suppressant.
What has she talked you into?
Nothing. They're my patients. It's my decision. I want these dreams stopped.
But if something goes wrong, I'll make sure that you're held responsible. I mean that.
I hope you know what you're getting us into.
Jackie gets that.
So they're gonna try to suppress their dreams with the drug.
I wanna dream no more.
Oh, right. You're gonna be a TV star.
Wait and see.
Can I see something?
Certainly.
Look at that brown children.
Think she's dreaming. Now I'm reminded of Poltergeist.
Your big breaking TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
She just did that to herself, did she?
That was a very famous moment in the series. And a cemetery scene. You always gotta have one.
Don't be ashamed, young man. What faith do you follow?
Science.
Science, I suppose.
Sad choice.
Sister,
Married Helena.
What kind of freaky shit you got going on?
I should have been able to save them.
Something about her.
Something about the nun?
The unquiet spirit must relate to rest.
Neil? What are you doing up here?
I was just talking to...
who?
Doesn't matter.
It's a great hat on her.
Yeah, Nancy looking good.
Yeah.
Patient sleepwalks out of a high security ward. A girl alone in a room dies. Nothing makes any sense.
So what, did that girl just launch herself up at the TV?
That was several feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Pretty soon there won't be enough of us left to call it group.
I know who's trying to kill you.
Don't humor us.
He wears a dirty brown hat. He's horribly burned.
Who is he?
His name is Freddy Krueger. After he died, he became something worse. He almost killed me.
Why is he after us?
Your parents, my parents, they burned him alive. You are the last of the Elm Street children. All of you have this inner strength, some special power. Together, we can learn to use that power if we try.
I want you all to follow this pendulum with your eyes.
Take us there, Kristen.
You will all be asleep.
I've been told by professionals.
Follow the hot nurse.
I really like you. Do you like me? You're so cute.
Think you might be dreaming?
Work, I promise I'll...
Think they might all be dreaming.
What a dream.
In my dreams, I can walk.
He's the wizard master.
Try something, Kristen. What can you do in your dreams?
In my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad.
She's beautiful.
For this.
And bad.
I know you won't say anything, will you?
Titties!
My body, Joey?
And the phone.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Yeah.
What's wrong, Joey? Feeling tongue-tied?
He's close. Oh, Freddy? He's heavy in the halls.
Where's Joey?
Freddy's got him.
The room's changing.
What's going on in here? Joey. Code blue.
Oh my God.
He's in a deep coma. There's nothing we can do for him.
You're both relieved of duty. I want you out of here today.
I'm sorry, Neil.
No, you're not.
I'm afraid you brought it on yourself.
You're a bitch.
For God's sake, Elizabeth, please. Will you listen to them?
Of course I will.
No, you won't. You're a psycho fuck-off bitch who doesn't want to see what's in front of her.
What are we going to do?
That TV was 10 feet off the ground. She could not have gotten her head into it. And he didn't get through a locked door by himself.
Appear to have some strong feelings about this.
No shit. I don't like the idea of a psych ward. I don't like the idea of not being listened to, not being respected for my own personal well-being.
Yeah.
Sister!
The nun.
So who is she?
Sister?
This is where it began. The worst of the criminally insane were locked up in here like animals. The young girl on the staff was accidentally locked in here. She was raped hundreds of times. When they found her, she was barely alive and with child. That girl was Amanda Krueger.
Freddy.
The bastard son of 100 maniacs. find the remains and bury him in hallowed ground.
So like the Frighteners approach.
Hallowed ground?
Church, bro.
Sister? Sister!
Sister's gone like Batman.
Or like a ghost.
Think?
Maybe a ghost is somebody.
Oh my god.
Come and get him, bitch.
Whoever she is, she does seem to know more about Krueger than I do.
What happened to his body?
They hid the remains.
Who would know where they're hidden?
Your dad.
Only one man knows.
Quiet room and sedate him. All right, everybody. Back to bed.
Even you're doubting yourself now.
Hi, Daddy.
Well, if it isn't my little girl.
You're drunk.
My baby come to see you, Daddy.
A little down on his luck.
But you're here.
Security. He's no longer a cop.
I need your help, Dad. Krueger's back.
Freddy Krueger is dead.
She's telling me the truth.
I think we can stop him this time. Stop him for good. But we need to know where his bones were hidden. You owe me.
It's nice seeing you again, Princess.
Come right away, it's Kristen. She had a total shit attack. Sims doped her up and put her in the quiet room.
Oh, no.
She can't stay awake for long. She's all alone in there.
You go find the remains.
It's no use. You see how he is.
I'll talk to him. You just get to the hospital. Now listen to me. I don't know if you care whether Nancy lives or dies, but I do. You and I are going on a little scavenger hunt.
Oh. Making him do something.
That's exactly what I'd do. I'd have been a little bit more forceful about slamming the alcohol away from him, though.
Hey, it won't be long.
Huh. Took it away. Need some of that holy stuff.
I mean, that's not a horrible idea.
Grab a crucifix.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll reimburse you.
And I'll bring it back.
Keep my driver's license. I'll be back.
Let him take it. Yeah.
Where's he been? We've been going crazy.
Come on.
Where?
Our last group.
In there. You know nobody would ever find it in that place. I'm not sure I can find it myself anymore.
You're gonna come in and try.
Alright, it's deep in the heart of the place.
Nissan made a truck?
It's right there.
I guess so.
Kristen's going in with or without us. They need us. This is as dangerous as it gets. If you die in the stream, it's for real.
I'm in.
Me too.
Let's go kick the motherfucker's ass all over Dreamland.
Yeah.
4, 3.
Nancy, I knew you'd come.
How do we find him, Kristen?
We'll find you.
You're looking for Jerry.
Oh.
Not Freddy.
Well, Freddy will find him. Freddy will find them. Into the fire.
What are you still doing up? It's past 1.
Is that all a dream?
I had the most awful dream.
Lang, where do you keep the bourbon?
I said, where's the fucking bourbon?
You should listen to your mother.
God damn it, Kristen, you ruin everything!
I mean, that's not so good, but the other
She got
stuff-
away. She's away. Taryn and Freddy.
Welcome home, Darren.
Okay, asshole. Let's dance.
Why should we fight? We're all friends, you and I.
Let's get high.
Horrible thing to do. Someone trying to recover.
Yeah, that really sucks. I wish Taryn actually made it to the end in this one.
She tried so hard to get clean.
Hello? Somebody there?
Duh. That dream cannot hurt you.
There for you, kid.
I am the wizard master. I am the wizard master. Demon be gone.
Bitch, be gone!
I don't believe in fairy tales.
He did.
Got him.
Poor kid.
What is that?
Yo, I thought I heard voices.
Krueger! Protect!
Don't do it.
It's a door.
It's a door. But it
That's what I
doesn't
said.
go anywhere.
Goes to another room.
Let's go inside.
Love to see Freddy Krueger go up against a certain Morpheus.
Hmm.
You know which one I'm referring to.
Freddy versus the King of Dreams. Morpheus of the Endless. The
I really
Sandman.
feel like he'd get really pissed off that, you know, Freddy's fucking with shit.
But who gave Freddy his power?
Not Morpheus.
That's it. The caddy.
I feel like someone's gonna come up behind him and hit him.
Why would you think that?
He's looking awfully vulnerable.
Going somewhere?
I said I'd show you where the goddamn thing was. I never said I'd stick around.
You're about to attend a funeral.
There's Joey.
Love all the little piggies come home.
I had a girl.
Flip kick. Bam.
Wish I could do that. I
Can't
also
in
wish
your
you could do
dreams.
that. Yeah, there's it.
Strong power.
I ain't gonna help you. Just gave him something else to kebab his friend with.
Well, it should keep hitting him.
Yep, I should.
The souls of the children. Give me strength.
Always room for more.
He done disappeared.
You're gonna die.
Junkyard's coming alive. It's the Juggernaut! He's there. It's one of the ghosts of the Black Zodiac.
Yeah, by the way, you're never leaving.
Bury the fucking thing!
It's a skeleton!
It's really you.
Looks like he got you this time.
Better hurry, homeboy.
So, Freddy popped himself in the real world to protect his bones.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Broke all the mirrors.
You blew away. No, man.
He's gone.
It's over.
No, it's not.
But she just said it's over.
It's not over. They're not out of the dream world.
It's Daddy.
Crossed over, princess. I love you so much.
I'll always love you.
That's gonna turn into Freddy Krueger.
No, it's Daddy, see?
It's gonna turn into Freddy Krueger.
Okay, you're right.
She'll never die. She's the Jamie Lee Curtis.
You're mine now, piggy.
She's sent for their own nightmare weapon.
Ashes to ashes.
Holy water, bitch!
I won't let you die. I'm gonna dream you into a beautiful dream.
though we entrust Nancy to the earth, her courage and spirit shall remain with us. God has comforted us. They shall live forever in the glory of his kingdom.
You were his mother.
Huh.
Amanda Krueger, she was the nun.
Sorta guessed that. But he's not dead.
Of course he's dead. It's the end of the series, remember?
Isn't there 4? They can't have actually killed Nancy.
So that was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors.
Yep, sure was.
So, what thoughts do we have for this third film in this historic horror franchise?
It's just as bad as when I watched it as a kid.
Yeah. You got me a little hard there during the puppet moments. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your favorite kill.
I cannot...
yeah. Gets under your skin, I can see.
Nancy cannot be dead. You cannot tell me she's actually dead. I don't believe you. I'm not gonna believe you. They didn't kill the Jamie Lee Curtis of their series.
Well, she didn't come back to life at the end of this movie.
End of these movies always lie. They're usually another nightmare put on by Freddy. I think the only time there wasn't this time is because somehow they sedated him by burying him on consecrated ground. But he comes back, which means she has to be able to come back.
Okay. Okay, so she has to come back.
She's the Jamie Lee Curtis, the Neve Campbell of these films. Yes. And I mean besides New Nightmare, because I know she comes back in that. We already watched it. But she comes back in a metaform, you know. But they can't just kill off their final girl.
You would hope.
That's just stupid.
Honestly, I'm more sad for Taryn. She was cool. She had a good backstory and a foundation for a character overcoming addiction, and then could have been someone that overcame Freddy as well by extension. But her and the Wizard Master kid, I felt they kind of got it a bit too easy.
Wizard Master should have been better off with his ability to fight.
Yeah.
Magic should have trumped Freddy.
Well, it's still magic in the realm of a dream, though.
Magic in the realm of a dream can have any number of powers. It's a dream.
But Freddy in the dream realm is the ultimate power.
Depends. All depends. So, in my very first D&D campaign that I ever played the whole way through, my ex made the main villain Freddy Krueger.
Wow.
Yeah. Fucked with me a lot on a lot of different levels because I'm like, this is Freddy Krueger. However, I am a badass D&D character with magical swords. But at the same time, in the dream world, those magical swords do not mean shit. The only sword that did anything was the Sword of Healing, which we got lucky to have.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, we survived, but magic also still affected him.
Okay, so
I'm just saying, it's the dream world.
Yeah.
And if it's your dream world, what you say goes. Now, if you're in Freddy's boiler room, I totally understand that.
But
Wizard Master was not in Freddy's boiler room when that happened.
Yes, but yes, as you mentioned, it's the dream world. So in this movie, they further expand mythology by having people realize they can have powers in that dream world. And so you see dream powers as well. You get the strength, you get the wizard powers.
You get the I have a mohawk and knives.
She's bad and beautiful.
She looked awesome, don't get me wrong. And more power to her for being a fighter. I think I would have just gone with bigger weapons. That's all. And armor. Actual armor.
Yeah, but maybe that could be something that's also introduced in other films in the series, other characters with other dream powers. That's something that could happen later on. But yeah.
I would have liked
I did
to
like that
have
expansion.
seen the head nurse lady finally get it.
Yeah, she didn't get revisited towards
I mean,
the
like,
end
I
there.
don't need her to die. I just wanted her to get her head out of her ass to the
Yeah.
point where somebody actually wakes her up and is like, you motherfucker, you're gonna listen to me, or I'm gonna beat the ever-living shit out of you until you listen to me. That's, I hate seeing those characters that just refuse to see what's in front of them. And just fight it so much. At some point, you need to get with the fucking program! Yeah. I've never actually seen the end of this one before.
And, well, now you have. You've seen this fully through. Yeah. Yep, so Amanda Krueger, the nun, was a ghost all along, and it was the mother of Freddy.
Thought it might be, but it also could have just been like someone who found her or something like that. But I kind of had a sneaking suspicion it was either that or it was going to end up being Nancy's mom. But I knew there was something about her that was not totally legit, like Nancy's mom coming back to try and help.
Yeah, she didn't come back at all. Apparently she dead.
Well, yeah, well, it's fine.
And now her dad is dead.
Well, now apparently she's dead too, so...
It would appear so. They didn't say she was still alive at the end of this movie.
I still don't believe it, but... Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if in the 6 years she was gone, Nancy had a kid. Heather had a kid. At least she did in a later movie.
Yeah,
But
that could have been a fictional kid, though.
It could have been a fictional kid.
Yep. Also, as you can see, this movie works. It can work as a direct sequel just to the first movie. You don't really get anything continuing from the prior film, which is reason why that's kind of like the one that sticks out amongst everything taken as a whole, because it really doesn't fit with the main continuity.
How many Nightmare movies are there?
And if you count Freddy vs. Jason, there are 8. If you count the remake, which has its own continuity, there are 9.
The remake? By someone other than Robert Englund?
Yeah. As you can tell, it was not well received. Because of that fact. Well, even though the actor was okay. The actual direction story of the remake was It was just bland. It had some interesting ideas, but execution, I mean, the CG involved, it can't replicate the charm you get with practical effects of the original series. So it just feels kind of empty a little bit. At least it did for me. Even though there were ideas I did like. But there are a total 9 Freddy films, 8 in the main continuity.
And New Nightmare was 7.
With Robert Englund. Yes, that was 7.
So there's 4, 5, and 6 that I haven't seen.
Yes, because I've showed you Freddy vs. Jason. I showed you New Nightmare, so you have still yet to see parts 4, 5, and 6. And that's when he becomes pop culture Freddy.
Okay.
That's when he's a big phenomenon. By part 4, yeah, he's major. Because this film, it was very well received. A lot of fans are like, awesome, and they love it. For a lot of them, this is their favorite.
The storyline of it, I think they've done very well with the stories for these movies. They're terrifying. But for this one, to have them all be in a psych ward and have at least one person that's sitting there and trying to give them their power back, I think that is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It shines a light on what good therapy is and what bad therapy is, and I think more people should definitely pay attention to that. No, I don't think there's going to be a person that walks into any psych ward anywhere ever and says, yes, I understand there's a demon haunting your dreams. I'm here to help. But I do think it's cool that they shine a light on good therapists doing what's necessary to help their patients and not just sticking to what the medical doctors or everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a delusion. Okay, if telling them it's a delusion isn't working, perhaps we need another method.
Perhaps.
And the fact that they went through that and tried different things, I think is remarkable about it. You're in a psych ward, they watch everything you do. You don't get a moment to yourself. You don't get to make decisions for yourself half the time. And I like that in this movie they tried their best to give those kids their power back. Somewhere that even the medical hospital couldn't give them any kind of control or take it away in their dreams. You know? I think that's what makes this so cool, and I think that's why people like it so much.
Also, there's some very memorable moments in this movie.
Well, no shit!
Probably the most well-known is when Freddy has the one girl up by the TV, and he's like, "It's your big break. Welcome to prime time, bitch!" And then smashes her right in there. That's a very famous moment in this series, and it's highly regarded amongst fans.
I still want to know where the fuck you get off thinking that was a suicide, though. Come on! There wasn't even a table under her feet.
Well, clearly, she leapt up to her death. She was that motivated to kill herself.
That's not how that works. No.
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 Yeah.
No.
And again, through the locked door, they never bring that up, and I understand. Don't let the plot get in the way of a good story. You say it every time.
Yeah, we don't need things like that.
That was a big indicator that that was not suicide. It's a locked fucking door. I mean, come on.
He got through it and he locked it after he got through.
With a padlock on the other side.
He was very committed.
There weren't any windows that opened on those doors. It's not possible. If you're going to make it...
They needed him.
I understand that. But you could have made it that the door just unlocked itself. It would have made that plot hole a lot better.
But then you wouldn't have had the cool scene of him phasing through the door like a ghost.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. But it would have made more sense.
Lots of
later.
times movies do things because they're cool, not because they make sense. That was one of those moments, because it looked cool.
And my brain works off logic, which helps nobody. Yeah, I also like that they were actual warriors in their dreams. Like, you had gymnastics girl, you had the strong man, you had the wizard, and then you had you had a D&D party.
Basically, yeah.
Because you had your acrobat, you had your thief, which could be your junkie, you had your magic user, and you had your fighter, which is your... And then you had Nancy, who was effectively your bard.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that inspired them, she's the one that united them, she's the one that led them.
So there were D&D elements, definitely, to the Dream Warrior aspect involved in this.
So,
it's true.
Freddy 1 was the awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy 2 was Kinky Land.
Kinky.
And Freddy 3 was a D&D party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what else we can explore in the further sequels whenever we get to those.
I haven't seen those, so I should deal with them much better than we did this one. That puppet scene still fucking bothers me, man.
Still get you. Well, maybe we'll find new scenes to get to you in the later sequels. Huh?
Yeah, maybe.
I can think of a few.
For those of you who have $10,000 sitting around, this is what it's gonna look like the whole way through Arachnophobia, if it ever...
Oh yeah, she finally settled on a price to what it would take for her to watch Arachnophobia.
And I lowballed it, you're welcome.
So if anybody wants to subscribe to that $10,000 tier on our Patreon I just added, she will watch Arachnophobia if you do that, and she's gonna be fucking attached on my arm throughout the whole thing. I have no doubt.
After the end of it, there might be tears.
Because one thing gets to her, it's spiders.
Yes.
And also, Eight-Legged Freaks is also one that can't be recommended. That one is reserved for if we ever get to 100,000 subscribers.
And that one's gonna be bad too. I've never seen Eight-Legged Freaks, but again, as he says, I am not good with spiders. It doesn't matter if they look fake or are large.
And that's a fun one too. So if you haven't subscribed, get us to that many because I want to shower to her.
Subscribe button. We really should probably point that out more often.
Oh, well, people who use YouTube know
that.
how YouTube works. I don't try to belittle people who watch us and be like, yo, subscribe, hit the like button, smash the like button, click that bell icon.
I mean, we could say it without being disrespectful to people.
Yeah, we
Just
could.
a reminder, if you like us, We have a like and subscribe.
I just know when I watch other videos, I'm like, yeah, I know. So it's tiresome for me, so I don't want to be tiresome to anybody that watches our videos.
Okay, well, you're in control of this channel, and I am your minion, so...
Yes, but I will let them know the incentives, at least, to doing things. Like, if you subscribe on Patreon, you can see videos before YouTube on the $5 tier and up, and if you subscribe to that $10,000 one, you can make her watch Arachnophobia, if you really want to spend that money to do that. Or, you know, you could just subscribe to us regularly on YouTube, and if we get enough, then we can see Eight-Legged Freaks. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
See my excited face.
She's so excited, I can tell.
Excitement.
Spiders are her favorite. Hey, maybe there's a Freddy spider.
That wouldn't be as bad.
That wouldn't be as bad? Wow. Because the combination of the two, I figured would get to you.
It's Freddy himself that terrifies me. It's the things he comes up with and things he does. Using someone's ligaments to kill them. That
what if he turned somebody into a
fucking
spider?
Horrifying. I would not be okay with that. Nope.
That would get her.
Freddy could definitely figure out a way to use spiders against me. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be in a dream world and then suddenly I'd be surrounded by webs.
It'd be like in Haunt when he'll put you in the coffin and then open the top and then drop the spiders down and on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got you.
Yeah. I believe I explained to you about the time I tried to help the haunt I worked at, Spiderwebber Room.
Mm-hmm. You did.
It didn't work out so good. There is a chance that watching these movies is gonna leave me paralytic in a ball. Like, forget his arm. I'm gonna curl into a ball on my side.
And I'm gonna be just like Clockwork Orange, Rick and Morty, holding them eyes open, being like, "You must watch."
You remember I bite, right?
It's okay. I'll restrain you. I'll give you some eye drops to keep your eyes, nice and wet as I pry them open so you can continue to watch the movie.
You better have a Hannibal Lecter mask on hand, otherwise you're gonna regret that decision.
Ooh. Okay.
I love you to pieces. But
yeah,
if you force my eyes open to something, you are going to traumatize me, and that scar's gonna have your name on it.
Well then maybe I won't force you to open your eyes. Maybe you'll be strong enough to face your fears.
Fight like hell to keep my eyes open, but I do not promise anything.
No promises, no promises. But
yeah, after seeing how badly this still affects me, no, I'm gonna be a basket case for arachnophobia.
Probably,
I can't speak for Eight-Legged Freaks. I've never seen it. I do a lot better with things I have never seen, but yeah.
Well, Eight-Legged Freaks is more fantastical because the mutations, whereas arachnophobia is more grounded as it could actually be at the real thing because they're actual spiders, just ones aren't discovered. So I could see how that one would still be one that would get to you more than just Eight-Legged Freaks. But and also Eight-Legged Freaks has David Arquette, so he's fun.
Okay, I love David Arquette. He's great. It's not gonna make that movie better for me.
Also, a very young Scarlett Johansson.
That's awesome, and I love hearing that.
Yeah.
However, actors don't take away from my fear. Johnny Depp didn't help me hate Freddy Krueger less.
You wanted to watch a Johnny Depp movie.
I'm not saying I didn't. I'm not arguing with you.
I gave you a Johnny Depp movie.
You did. You did. But it didn't help that movie be any less easier to swallow. I had to watch him die.
Well, you really didn't see him directly die. You just saw him get sucked in a bed and then a puddle of blood kind of just
I don't think
emerge.
you can call that a puddle. That's more like
a geyser of blood emerge out of the bed. So
yeah, and that is better than Saw, where I had to watch poor Carrie Elwes cut his own leg off. But
yeah.
But
so Freddy still gets you, and we've now seen the first 3 films. And reacted to them on the channel, and now we are ready to see some of the Dream Warriors at Monster Mania this weekend.
That'll be really cool to see where they are, how they're doing, what words. I'm out of those now. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching us. We're gonna be doing more videos as usual every Tuesday. I would try to release a new one. Some special releases on Fridays if we have the time and such. These ones should be Friday ones. So it's Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas season. There's still gonna be a few more things probably.
And all those other holidays that come about throughout this month between November 24th and January 1st.
Yeah. And I've released another poll for options that people may want us to watch. So we're going to try this a poll monthly or so. So I'm going to try to start doing that and such. So there will be more feedback from you, which we always appreciate.
Absolutely.
And we will also do things that, just whatever suits my fancy every so often. It's just, we want to get some holiday themed stuff out of the way. And then it's going to be just like, subscriber's choice.
Yeah.
Then my choice. So thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you again for the next video.
Absolutely.
All right.
Stay spooky.
Bye.
And remember, don't fall asleep.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. That was a little over dramatic. I'm sorry.
That was way over dramatic.
That was way over dramatic.
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep. Bye.
Bye.